Greetings from the world of paleontology, where the past comes to life in ways both wondrous and, let's be honest, sometimes a bit embellished. You're looking for the full cinematic versus prehistoric breakdown. Let's dig in deeper. The silver screen often takes liberties with scale, and the Velociraptor is no exception. In the realm of cinema, these predators tower over humans, reaching a chilling 6 feet in height. They're lean, muscular, and capable of taking down a human with terrifying ease. But let's peel back the layers of cinematic exaggeration and delve into the reality of these fascinating creatures. In the fossil record, a different story unfolds. The real Velociraptor, far from being a hulking monster, was closer in size to a modern-day turkey. Imagine, if you will, a predator standing at a mere 2 feet tall and stretching about 6 feet long. Not quite the imposing figure Hollywood would have us believe, is it? This discrepancy in size drastically changes our perception of the Velociraptor's power and hunting strategy. Instead of relying on brute force, these agile hunters, weighing in at a mere 30 to 40 pounds, would have relied on speed, cunning, and perhaps, just perhaps, the element of surprise. Let's address the elephant, or rather the giant lizard, in the room. Hollywood, in its eternal quest for a good monster, has presented the Velociraptor as the epitome of reptilian menace. Scaly, sleek, and decidedly lizard-like, the cinematic raptor has become an iconic image. But what if I told you that this depiction is about as accurate as a Tyrannosaurus Rex wearing a monocle? Recent paleontological discoveries have unveiled a truth that's revolutionized our understanding of these prehistoric predators. Velociraptors had feathers. Yes, you heard that right. Those fearsome hunters were adorned not with cold reptilian scales, but with the same type of plumage that graces our modern-day birds. This revelation, stemming from the discovery of quill knobs on fossilized Velociraptor bones, paints a drastically different picture of these creatures. Imagine, if you will, a creature less akin to a giant lizard and more akin to a fierce, predatory bird. If Hollywood had stuck to the science, the Velociraptor wouldn't have been a scaly reptilian terror, but a giant, deadly bird of prey. The cunning Velociraptor of Jurassic Park, infamous for its problem-solving prowess, strategic thinking, and almost supernatural ability to outwit humans. These cinematic masterminds, capable of opening doors and coordinating complex attacks, have cemented themselves in our minds as the Einsteins of the dinosaur world. But is this portrayal a reflection of reality, or another instance of Hollywood taking creative liberties? While Velociraptors weren't the dim-witted behemoths they're sometimes portrayed to be, their intelligence, in reality, was likely on par with that of modern-day birds like crows or hawks. These avian descendants, known for their problem-solving skills and remarkable memories, give us a glimpse into the cognitive abilities of their prehistoric counterparts. Velociraptors undoubtedly possessed a certain level of intelligence that allowed them to thrive as hunters. They were capable of adapting to their environment, strategizing during hunts, and even engaging in rudimentary forms of communication. However, to suggest that they possessed the cognitive capacity to outsmart humans, to devise intricate plans, or to engage in complex problem-solving is a stretch of the imagination. The image of a Velociraptor cleverly outmaneuvering a group of humans while entertaining is pure Hollywood fiction. Chapter 4. Hunting behavior: lone wolf or pack hunter. The image of a pack of Velociraptors moving with chilling coordination and military precision as they stalk their prey is a scene straight out of a Hollywood horror film. This depiction, fueled by the idea of raptors as highly social, pack-oriented predators, has become ingrained in our collective imagination. But as we delve deeper into the world of paleontology, a different picture begins to emerge. Fossil evidence suggests that Velociraptors, while not averse to the occasional team-up, were likely solitary hunters for the most part. Imagine, if you will, a lone velociraptor relying on its agility, speed, and deadly claws to bring down prey. This solitary existence, far from being a disadvantage, may have been a key to their success, allowing them to thrive in a variety of environments and adapt to different prey animals. While coordinated pack hunting, as depicted in the movies, is likely an exaggeration, there is evidence to suggest that velociraptors may have engaged in loose temporary alliances for hunting. Chapter 5: The Giant Claw, a True Killer. Amidst the exaggerations and creative liberties taken by Hollywood, there exists a glimmer of truth, a chilling reminder that the Velociraptor, while not the monster depicted on screen, was still a force to be reckoned with. This truth lies in the infamous sickle-shaped claw, a weaponized marvel of evolution that graced the predator's second toe. This claw, measuring a formidable 3 inches in length, was a tool of both precision and brutality. Imagine, if you will, the Velociraptor using this claw not as a slashing weapon as often depicted in films, but as a piercing, stabbing instrument of death. This method of attack, while less dramatic than the sweeping slashes of Hollywood, was no less deadly. Chapter 6: The Big Misconception, Deinonychus versus Velociraptor. In a fascinating case of mistaken identity, the fearsome velociraptors that have terrorized our screens for decades are in fact based on a different dinosaur altogether. The culprit, Deinonychus, a larger, more imposing relative of the Velociraptor. Michael Crichton, the mastermind behind the Jurassic Park novel, opted for the name Velociraptor for its dramatic flair, its inherent sense of speed and aggression. Deinonychus, while an equally impressive name in paleontological circles, simply didn't have the same ring to it. So, while we can appreciate the cinematic spectacle of the Jurassic Park raptors, it's important to remember that these on-screen terrors are more a product of artistic license and a case of mistaken identity than a reflection of paleontological accuracy. Deutro. The truth behind the terror. Movie velociraptors are terrifying monsters, while real velociraptors were smaller, feathered, and clever, but not super geniuses. If you time traveled to the late Cretaceous, instead of giant reptilian killers, you'd find small but deadly bird-like hunters. A different kind of danger, but not quite Hollywood horror. Now imagine if Jurassic Park had featured realistic velociraptors, small, feathery, and turkey-sized. Would the movie still have been as scary? Perhaps a flock of feathery fiends, their intelligence underestimated, could have posed a different kind of threat, a more avian terror.